Welcome to my channel. I'm Dr. Romano. My previous video is called Wealth Creation with Market Timing. That was posted on May 27th of 2020. In that video, I go over the principles of wealth creation. And there's 3 different principles that I follow. Part of this market cycle is purchasing real estate and selling it. And you need to know when to actually do that. It's not just based on the price and what's the market like. No, you have to look at the whole decade as an entirety. And so basically, after the stock market collapses, approximately about 2 years after the stock market collapses, you should have gotten rid of your commodities portfolio and sold, because when the stock market collapses, commodity prices go high. And so there's an inverse relationship between the commodity, which is gold I'm talking about, and the stock market, all right? So people get worried, they buy gold, they get out of the stock market, it collapses. And what happens to the real estate market? Well, that's what we're gonna talk about in this video. Pretty much 2 years to 2.5 years after the stock market collapses, that's when you want to start investing in real estate. And you do that and you hold on to that real estate for quite some time until pretty much the next time real estate market is doing phenomenal. You hear real estate brokers getting into the business. Everyone's making money through real estate that you know. They're flipping houses, etc. When you hear that, that's when you want to get out of the real estate market. It's a simple thing. Never be a loser. Never be the last one to get out. And so this is now June of 2022, you want to get prepared. You should be saving your money, and you will get into the real estate market once the stock market collapses, and you want to wait approximately 2 years. However, if you could come across a property where you're saving 20% on the market value, or let's say 30%, then you could buy it. But I would actually wait about 2 years to 3 years of when the stock market collapses. That's kind of when people have run out of their savings, they're approaching points where they can't afford their mortgage, and they're kind of dealing with the bank, etc. And so that's the time period that you want to enter the real estate market. You want to be the one with the upper hand. In order to do that, you need to purchase real estate 2 to 3 years after the stock market collapses. After the stock market collapses, that's where you want to be. You want to be looking to purchase real estate. And it's not flipping it, you're going to keep it for a while. Because you receive such a big discount, you have to wait until the market goes up. But remember, it's a hard asset. It's something that you could hold on to. It has value. After about, I would say 6 to 8 years of owning it, pretty much that's when you want to sell it. Because from when each market collapse happens, each stock market collapse happens, it's usually 8 to 9 years. We have this cycle that happens every so often. It's normal. Markets go up and down, but right now we have something very serious that it's kind of like an end to the real estate bubbles, in a way. Before we continue the video, please remember, if you want to say thank you because you really like these videos, please do thumbs up. That's this icon on the bottom of the screen. Thank you so much. Because during mid-1990s, the government wanted us to invest in real estate. They wanted everyone to own their own house. And they pushed programs for that, meaning easy mortgages, lower interest rates, and so forth. But that created a market bubble. And because it created such a market bubble, people realized, well, I can't afford a real estate now. I can't afford to buy real estate and put down 50%. I can only put down, let's say, 10%, because the price went through the roof. And so now that whole program is coming to an end, and this is pretty much the last year. Now interest rates will continue to go up. So people will have to put more down payment to make their mortgage affordable from now on. Pretty much, I would say, to 6 years, 7 years approximately. And it's very important because they need people to put their money in the savings account to earn interest. It's just a cycle, and we're just on that cycle. So before the stock market collapses, you would have been wanting to invest in the commodities market. And so at this stage of June of 2022, you should have already had your commodities portfolio, okay? And you would have bought in it, I would say approximately 2 years ago. But of course it's too late now. But I just want to tell you where we are in that market cycle. And so let's say 2 years ago, when the real estate markets were doing phenomenal, whatever, and you sold your real estate, okay, that was the end of the cycle. And now the next cycle would be the commodity cycle, and you would have basically purchased, so you would have sold your real estate, took the assets, paid your taxes, whatever. You would have bought in gold at a pretty much cheap amount. Now, when the stock market collapses, we're not talking about 2020. That wasn't a real collapse. That was a pandemic. So it actually kind of affected our real collapse. Okay, it prolonged it. You're now basically, you have a commodities portfolio, okay? You're riding the market. And then once the stock market collapses, approximately 2 years or so, year and a half, you'll see once gold prices start to trade sideways. That's when you get out. That's approximately 2 years, year and a half to 2 years after the stock market collapses. You sell your commodities portfolio, and then you're looking for real estate. So from when the stock market does collapse, that's when you get into the real estate market, and then you repeat the cycle. Now, if you have extra money, there's other things that you could invest in as well, but I'm not going to talk about that right now. We're talking about the real estate market and timing the real estate market. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And please remember, if you like my videos and you want to see future videos, subscribe to my channel. And also, please remember to do thumbs up if you want to say thank you. And please remember to share my video with at least 5 people. And finally, if you want to continue this dialogue and you have questions or you want to mention something, send me some messages to the live chat. I really appreciate that, and I will answer them through the live chat, or if I want to make a video on it because it requires a whole 10 minutes or 20 minutes, I'll make a video just for you. I want to thank you so much for watching.